here we go.
Watch this, watch this. I think, for now, we're going to end the stream. I think we're going to end the stream now. Let's end it. Oh! 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 Oh!
He did it again.
Watch this, watch this.
Scurvy, sneaky bastard. What does this guy do? This guy has the best job in the world. He just puts stuff out there and shifts markets. It's wild. Anyways, what's up, everybody? Roaring Kitty has returned. We're going to talk about that. And listen, I am early. I'm very early tonight, and that's exciting for me because it means I get the rest of the night off. Don't have to stay up late. You guys don't have to stay up late. We all win. It's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, on early tonight. Just got a lot to talk about. And we're going to knock out this talking about Kitty, the effect it's going to have. GameStop AMC already moved today as a result. Who knows what this means going forward? But wow. All I got to say is this guy just, it's so wild. It just boggles my mind that this guy can just post and shift markets. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Retail is so in love with Keith Gill, aka Roaring Kitty. And, you know, the truth is last time he was posted, actually not last time he posted about Chewy in September, it didn't do too much, but every time every time people are ready for GameStop to move, AMC to move, and he posts like this, it's just, it's crazy. So let me put up what he posted, and then I'm going to catch up with you guys for a second so you guys can just look at this and see what you think. But here's his cryptic post today. This is not working. It does, my screen does not like this hugely vertical picture. But there it is. And apparently it's the old Time magazine from like 2006. And in the original, it said "you" in the middle there. It's a reflection. But it's got this time on here, 109 to 420. I mean, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? So real quick, let me catch up with everybody. Vince is here first. Counterfeit second. Vinman third. What's up, guys? Bowtie the one. What to do? Look at all you guys making it early. I'm surprised. ESK loves the early live. Armand, Kathy, what's up? Brian, Chad C, Connie, what's going on? Pat Shagoya, Wicked. You're on here, man. You didn't have your breakfast yet? CJ Yukon, David, what's up, man? Welcome to the live. I'm glad you could make it. Ben Palmer, Armand, Akira, KJB, Slideshow, Corey. Don't pretend. We know we're going to watch Thursday night game. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Lions-Packers tonight. That's right. 4-hour stream. No, I'm not William, and this is not the election, so not going to go down like that. Jordan, Darren, Mantan, what's going on, guys? Yeah, the Bitcoin pumpers. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about Hawk Tuah tonight, too. What a freaking wild couple days in the markets and everything. So, anyways, today we got Roaring Kitty. He posted this at 1:45, just out of nowhere. Nobody was expecting anything from Kitty today. Nobody had GameStop on their radar. I mean, it's been doing a little bit. AMC, all this stuff. I've been following DJT with the memes. And what the heck is going on with my dogs? They better shut up. My son got to go get them. They're barking like crazy right outside my window here. Anyways, the memes craze it's been kind of quiet, you know. The elections died down. I know people are watching. DJT has been really fancy the last few days. Then today, obviously, not a good day for DJT. But nobody was expecting this. And then just out of nowhere, he drops it. And let's go look at what GameStop did as soon as he popped this off, because it's shocking. It's just shocking how he can keep doing this stuff. Now, again, I have no idea what this means. Oh, did I? There it is. I have no idea what this means. And obviously time is the ticking down, the 420. Oh, hold on. These dogs are driving me nuts. Hold on. Oh, thank God. Oh, you know, now I can maybe think straight. Good Lord. Anyways, what I was saying is, it's very interesting because the reflection part, that was originally said you. So is it you? It's time. We're going to see this go. I mean, I don't know. But that's what it says to me, because that's the obvious part. And you got to go with the obvious until you know otherwise. Nothing else makes sense. The one thing I cannot figure out, somebody said this could be a date, like January 9th to April 20th. But that just seems kind of crazy. That doesn't sound right to me. The other way you could look at it is it's a countdown of 311. So, you know, that's what's left in this countdown. I don't know. You guys have ideas, let me know. But yeah, as soon as he tweeted this, then within 30 minutes, GameStop gets halted, which is, it just tells you the market is scared, because it didn't even pop up that much. It wasn't like it had a major run, but you do see here, goes earlier today 26 and then goes up to 29. I mean, $3, nothing super crazy, but enough to shake the markets. And you can guarantee it was Kitty's tweet rattled them. So for me, and now we already got a 1.1 million in after hours. Very exciting. 39 million during the day. I know that's not a huge day for GameStop. It's worth taking note. On DJT, because listen, I'm not going to talk about AMC. Sorry, guys. If you're here for AMC, I'm sorry. It's in the meme bag, and that's where we're going to leave it. I just don't see how it could ever squeeze at this point without something happening to Adam Aaron. So that's my 1 minute on AMC I'm going to spend. But I think if GameStop starts moving, we're going to start seeing major volatility with the shorts and these meme stocks. People got really excited over this tweet in ways that I wasn't expecting. Usually you'd think it's all GameStop, right? But underneath it, we just saw, well, now it's not showing them all these new ones, but there was a ton of comments. I was reading them earlier today about DJT, which means to me that retail now is fully thinking of DJT in that meme bag. If that's true, then what this is going to do is spur a bunch of buying into all these stocks, whether it's GameStop, DJT, whatever else. I think those would be two of the main ones, along with AMC, which, God bless it. I can't give you guys financial advice, but my opinion is I won't touch AMC with a 10-foot pole. You can't. I hope for some of you holding it, it has a little bit of a run so you can make some of your money back. I just can't see where it would ever go further. But then we have people like Finance Law watches this, and it was crazy today. He tweeted, we haven't seen Roaring Kitty in a while, and then Kitty tweets today. So, I mean, he's saying, is it time? Technical charts were ready for Keith Gill's return. Now, that's really interesting. It's like everything's primed and ready to go. It just needs a push. And I've been talking to Pedro today. Ham obviously thinks things are ready to blow up on DJT and Finger. Bam posted about DJT today. Pedro's watching a lot of other stocks. He sees all these stocks ready to go. So you just wonder, like, are we that close to just breaking open? I mean, Finance Law tweets, are things ready to get back to the 2021 meme stock again? Remember in 2021, it wasn't just GameStop that ran. Okay, we had AMC, we had BlackBerry, we had Bed Bath & Beyond. Was it Nokia ran as well? I mean, we saw several meme stocks because the rising tide lifts all boats, right? So if GameStop really goes crazy again, it could absolutely break open all these other stocks. And DJT was soaring until today. And even when GameStop started pushing up, DJT was way down here. It was almost about 33.50. And then when he tweeted it got back up into the 34s, kept trying to push up, but then they hit it down again. Volume today was the highest it's been in 3 days. So you could tell they're really scared of staying above that 35 in DJT. So we're right there with DJT. I don't know what the breaking point would be in GameStop. But again, we're seeing a lot of meme stocks just preparing themselves. I mean, he's got GameStop's right here. and then the other one was Faraday, which, listen, I remember FFIE going nuts earlier this summer. I'm not in it. I don't know enough about it, but if you guys are there, God bless it. But again, I think a lot of stuff, we could start seeing some really interesting things here. So I know, Vince, I took care of the dogs. I see your post there. Ryan says, why does GameStop move every time Roaring K tweets? I'll tell you, the reason why it's pretty simple, honestly. There are millions, if not billions of dollars of retail money in GameStop. There just is. People have been accumulating since 2020, since fall of 2020. Really started accumulating in 2021. GameStop has millions of shareholders, and even if they all just put like 10, 20 bucks in every month, that's a lot of money over time. Okay, so you have all this money in GameStop, and so when Roaring Kitty tweets, two things happen. A lot of people start buying again. All right, they are literally waiting on this. He's a hero to a lot of people. I don't see him in that way. I think the whole thing is just interesting. And it's cool if he really is on the side of retail and actually hurting shorts every time. I'm all for it. God bless it. Okay. But he's, and so every time he does this, he gets a lot more money injected. But the other thing he does is he scares the hedge funds. Now I don't know like how much he scares them or if they're more amused, but it's obviously enough where, that pump comes in and they halt it to stop things. Cause they halted it a bunch in May when it was running. He was tweeting all the time, did his live show. So he's got something on them where they're just, it breaks open the algorithm at the very least. And so that, and it might just be from all that buying in. So they might not be full on panicking, but they're definitely having to make moves to shift things because he breaks the streak they're in every time. And it's just so weird that he just pops in out of nowhere. So what I'm hoping, because last time he came back in September, he did 2 tweets like on Chewy and he was out. The last one was like Woody or the kid from Toy Story dropping a toy with a dog face on it, like the Chewy stock. That was it. And then he disappeared again until now. And this one doesn't have anything on it that's like specific to a stock, but maybe it's just maybe what he's seeing, it's time for things to move. Maybe he's seeing what, like, say, Finance Lot sees here. I don't know, and he's just trying to get things to move. Who knows? But it does say, with everybody here, we should be ready. Hang on, pay attention, have your plans ready, because if this really does ignite another meme craze, which I think is very possible, with what happened in Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin's getting crushed right now, Bitcoin broke 100,000 last night. A lot of people pull profits from that. You got craziness going on in crypto, and then where the markets are now, you got Trump coming in, and it's expected that Trump is going to enforce regulations much more on the markets. They want to clean up insider trading on the Hill, Washington D.C. There's a lot going on. New SEC chair, Kash Patel. Everybody's out there today saying Kash Patel is going to get in. John Cornyn, he's a rhino, man. He's not MAGA. He flat out said Kash Patel is going to get in today. So you're going to have Kash Patel at the FBI. There's no way Pam Bondi doesn't get confirmed for the AG. So we're going to have people going after all kinds. There's a new sheriff in town. And this time the markets know, in a lot of elections, the markets just kind of shift a little bit. They know, we're going to get a little more tax reform. If it's the Republicans with the Democrats, we'll get more regulations. They just shift and they're just happy and they make do. This is different. This is a cataclysmic change in how things are run with Trump coming in. So that might be the other thing. Kitties might be posting just knowing that, hey, we got 46 days till Trump's in. And that could be really what shifts everything. I don't know. I mean, DJT, again, I say it 100 times. And if you guys are new in here, because I'm talking about GameStop or anything, listen, GameStop could be great. I'm not bashing GameStop. But you have DJT, where literally the most powerful man in the world owns over 50%. and his other two top justice people. Kash Patel is on the board. He's about to be FBI director. And Pam Bondi's about to be attorney general, leader of the DOJ. She owns over 100,000 shares. They have every incentive to go after the short sellers and blow this thing wide open. So very exciting stuff. Snake says GameStop's the only play. I wish that was true, but I can't agree with that at all. FFIE super diluted now. Okay, well, that's good to know. I wasn't going to touch it anyways, but Jay Abrams, I don't know anything going on with GDC. I ran that awesome run it had a couple months ago, and I'm currently out of it, but I do watch it from time to time. And I'm not trying to pick winning stocks. I have picked winning stocks, but it wasn't me that picked them. I just listened to brilliant people who pick them. But DJT has been a huge winner for me, and I know Finger will be eventually as well. So John Cox says the time cover dropped December 17, 2006, which was the last time GameStop merged with Electronics Boutique. Interesting. Now that's fascinating. Okay. I wonder if that's, the other theory with Kitty is that he's working with Ryan Cohen. Because the last two times GameStop pumped in May and June, both times Cohen was able to dilute the stock and make a crap ton of money for GameStop. So that's the other thing, is that they're in cahoots. Is it possible he's putting this out there to get another run up of money so they can make an acquisition? It's possible. I don't know how true it is. I will say Cohen seems intent on every time GameStop runs to make a lot of money off of it. He's and I listen, Cohen's smart. He's playing for the long game. I'm not saying what he's doing is wrong. I am saying what it's doing is crushing the short squeeze from the highs it could go, because it's massive dilution he keeps doing every time. So that's what's interesting on that. Steve F says, early enough for a early riser here in Lower Delaware. Get to see before 4:30 a.m. Thanks for keeping us at the Windy Walk streams in Texas. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate you saying that, man. You're very welcome. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue doing these lives as long as I possibly can. I love reporting to you guys, and I love this community, so I'm not going anywhere. GTI is not trading, Jack. Nope, unfortunately. And for any other updates, you're going to have to go to Richard, because I have no idea what's going on with GTI. The one Ham said were on the street concerning GameStop is they're about to raise more money a few days ago. So there it is. If the word on the street is they're about to raise more money, and now Kitty came out today, who knows? I mean, all you can say is circumstantial evidence says that the last couple times GameStop pumped, they raised money, and Kitty was directly involved. So there you go. That's interesting. I'm not in Nick's, Benjamin. Wicked. Amazing. The future head, the FBI director, is stakeholder in DJT, and naked shorting continues on like no big deal. I know. Exactly right. It's so crazy. So anyways, guys, hey, please like, share, subscribe, and I'm going to keep moving on. Thank you, Mark. You guys love me. I appreciate that. I really do. So anyways, he's back. GameStop's back tested, breaking out this week. He's there. Let's hope for a meme stock craze. I would absolutely love it. I know all of you guys, almost all of you are probably in some meme stock of some sort, whether it's GameStop, AMC, DJT, Finger. We got to call them meme stocks now, because when you're waiting for a short squeeze, that's basically what meme stock means, even though it's a derogatory term. We're going to make it a good term. So the meme stocks, they're fun. They're fun because you never know what can happen, and you can make great money on them. And by now, hopefully, you guys all know how to trade them. That's the other key. You can trade them so you can make money while you're waiting. If you didn't take profits last time on the GameStop run, it's like, what are you doing? You should have. I get that if you didn't want to ruin your long hold, but at the same time, if you're trading this whole time, you make way more money than the money you save on taxes. DJT has been very easy to trade lately. We knew it was going up. It went down to 26. It went from 12 to 50 something, then down to 26. Now back up to 36 and a half today. Now down to 33. I mean, it just keeps going back and forth. Make a lot of money trading these guys. If you're paying attention and you've been learning this whole time. That's the thing. Hopefully, as long as we've all been holding, we've also all been learning, because when these break, one of the biggest, what's the word I'm looking for? well, one of the best parts of having to wait so long is that you could have been learning along the way, which can make you much more profitable in a good run. And that's what we're hoping for. Snake says, how many shares he has now? 10 million. I don't know. He's sold a bunch, but I don't know where he's at now. Take profits, says Todd. Absolutely. Alan, Trent will be in NYC tonight to receive the first Fox Patriot of the Year. They're just making up awards now, huh? That's hilarious. All right, so just a couple more things cover on Kitty. It says, tweeted, GameStop was halted in 30 seconds. We're working overtime at After Hour HQ to piece it together. Here's the original cover. So there's the original one, guys. And you see it's just slightly different. He made it more silver. On the bottom, it says something interesting. It says, yes, you control the information age. Welcome to your world. It's interesting. You know, that's really interesting. Don't know if he meant that to be carried over, but it's worth looking at. And it is a Person of the Year cover as well. Person of the Year, you. Now, he took that off. So, again, your guys' guesses are as good as mine. The one thing I think is obvious is it's time. It's time for something. And I think that's exciting. And I've been telling you guys, personally, because of Trump winning, because of him coming in, what we're seeing in DJT, I have felt like something's about to happen. This to me adds more fuel to that fire. I could be wrong. This is impossible stuff to predict, but it definitely feels like something's about to happen. David says, thank you for being real through all we've been through. You haven't changed. I listen to you every morning going to work. Makes getting up a lot easier. We're family. Oh, David, man, that means the world to me. Hey, listen, that is the best thing anybody could say to me. Honestly, it really means a lot. And I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who I've tried to be real the whole time. I've been wrong sometimes. Hopefully I've been right more than wrong. I definitely have been more right in politics. Stock market, probably 50-50. But, you know, I'm just going to do my best, keep delivering to you guys my absolute best stuff. And you know, that's what we'll do. And keep going forward from here forward. And that's all I can do for you. So the volume is cranked on what? This? I hope I don't have any that on. Jack, I don't think you can even sell your GTII. I don't think that's true at all. I don't know anybody who's been able to do that. Daniel Frayne says, Kitty, Banana, Gorilla, hold for phone numbers. Phone numbers. I like that. I haven't heard that one before. Steve F says, still hoping for MMTLP. Big in GTI, got a fair position. Finger GDC, small in DJT. Tapped out for now. Hanging tough. Listen, all we can do for now is just make money where we can. We've all lost. Whether we're in AMC, if you were in MMTLP, GTII, it's like those are all been losers, and it sucks. GameStop's been a winner. It's absolutely been a winner, unless you just played it completely wrong. But it has been a huge winner. DJT's been a huge winner. All right, so we win, we lose, but the key is to win more than we lose. And when you lose, just get educated. And the hope and prayer is that when justice comes, which is coming soon, in my opinion, it's that that MMTLP, you guys make out with something. You at the very least, recoup your money. That AMC, something eventually happens to Adam Aaron and the pressure comes and you guys make back money. GTII, same thing. That's what I'm saying at the very least, you know, and then at but what all we can control, since all those things are out of our control, all we can control is learning and growing and using that knowledge to make more money going forward, to make up for all the losses. And I say it all the time. Like, I look at my losses, which there's pretty substantial in some of these, especially AMC and GTII. I look at my losses as my tax and my education fee for what I've learned, because now I'm not losing money. I've learned to trade a little bit. I'm not a chart guy. I'm not amazing at it, but I'm making money on DJT. I made money on GDC. I'm learning to make money. And that it's all because of what I've learned from losing in AMC and losing in GTII. Not that I'll lose forever, you know, but it's about learning and getting better. And hopefully, like, you can use that. And then when justice comes, you're making money. And then hopefully that backfill comes in as well. That's what we all got to hope for. And that's what you can control, you know. I have not seen anything about GWAV. Sorry. Does margin calls even work? It's no way any banks or hedge funds haven't been margin called. Well, right now, margin calls are not working, if they're even doing them. They're letting them all off the hook. That's what's happening. So check computer screen number in black. What? On the kitty post? You talking about this? Number in black, 109 of 420. Volume's all the way up. Yeah, volume's up. And that's the tracker for the time. Is that what you're talking about? The volume's up? Yeah. But it was on this one too. So that's where I don't see a difference. I'm looking at where he made changes, you know. Somebody says Gamestop's up to 31. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing 29. Yeah. So I don't know what you're talking about, but anyways, what was I talking about? Let me catch up with you guys on a little bit. Still got other things to talk about as well. Wicked says prediction: Roaring Kitty's coming back to meme. GameStop send Gary Gensler a middle finger with a squeeze on his last day as SEC. Now that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Uncle Andy says this better be the MOAS I've been waiting for years. God, we all have, man. If we all just got one crazy win, that'd be amazing, right? Barbara says, I heard this morning about GTI. I tried selling several times, got nothing. Yeah, see, I don't think anybody can sell it. Uncle Andy, you sold AMC at 40. Wow. God bless you. That's huge. 109 in white, 420 in red. Yeah, exactly, Alan. And now it's the same on both screens, I believe. Oh, no, he changed it. Okay. He did change those numbers. So those numbers mean something. I don't know what they mean. Do you guys have an idea? I have no idea. That's very interesting. Steve says, education from this community, biggest game we've gotten. Amen to that. If Ken Griffin was smart, he was told the DOJ to charge him for naked shorting, let Barton preemptive pardon him so Trump can... Griffin came out the other day and said he's going to support Trump, which is interesting because they hate each other. So to me, that sounds like maybe Griffin's trying to cut a deal, get on Trump's good side because he knows what's coming. So that's possible. Yeah, Kathy, some people said it could be January 9th to April 20th. I don't know. That's a little too out for me, but here's something else that happened today. Right before Kitty came back, there was a massive order on GameStop, 61,000 shares. Is that Kitty? You know, who knows? He did that last time. He bought a bunch and then ran it up. So I don't know. That's very possible too. Bitcoin getting ready to dump. Yeah. And let's go look at Bitcoin real quick before I get into everything else tonight. Bitcoin is down almost to 96,000. So it is just getting crushed right now. And I think you have Coopers, I think you might be spot on there. I think two things are happening at once here. A, obviously people are taking profits. It ran up to 104 at one point, stayed at 103 for a bit, 102. People got profits, and they should. That's the smart thing to do. The other part of this, though, are hedge funds are still the biggest in crypto. Are they selling to short the market to prepare for losses? I absolutely think that's possible. And so that's worth watching. And I mean, the market didn't have the best day today either. I mean, are we starting to see volatility return? I mean, it got kind of crushed. Now, it's all red, not like huge, but still, are we starting to see things shift coming into the end of the year, or are we going to see a big Santa rally? But it's pretty obvious to me that the market is trying to find their footing, trying to figure out what Trump's going to do. They're going to have to move a lot around, you know, figuring out how it's going to come in. And once he comes in, how hard are they going to go on stuff? So we have this tweet today from BAM. Now, BAM's his behavioral analysis model, it has been tracking DJT perfectly lately. He has been on it. He said when I had him on live at the end of October, he said DJT is going to go up. He told me I tracking it up. He said, then it's going to go down. And he said around December, it's going to have these upper retest levels. In fact, he says, I'm testing it as high as 88 come around December, somewhere in that time. Well, guess what? All of this has been hitting. It went up by the election up to 50, back down to 26. Now it's back up. He just hit 35, which was one of his triggers. Now he says 38 plus can trigger new upside. He's got 2 other retests at 47 and 48 coming soon. His pay me later number is at 123, and he's got a speed line attack 132 and rising. So listen, nothing's perfect. Nothing can predict things perfectly, but I've been following Bam a long time. His stuff's very accurate a lot of the time. It's not perfect. Nothing is. It's not 100%, but it's way better than most. And if he's seeing this, it's been tracking DJT very well. So again, I think DJT might be in, and maybe the algorithm stuff was, it's not that you can predict Roaring Kitty was coming, but it was looking at an event coming up. And so that's very possible. This event might trigger a meme stock mania, and DJT rides that wave. So yeah, I know zero debt for GameStop, zero debt for DJT. I mean, there are good stuff going on. David says unemployment numbers coming out tomorrow. Did the market get the inside scoop, or will it be revised again? I mean, the numbers will come in a little low, but maybe there's a little surprise there. I wouldn't expect it too much. I think that'll start coming next year. Jack, all right, caught up. Oh man, good to catch you too, brother. Nixie started to move this week. I don't know Nixie, but if William called out a good stock, that's awesome. All right, let me move through a few other things here as we before I finish. But Hawk Tuah, did you guys see this story? This is one of the craziest stories I've seen. Just the whole Hawk Tuah thing is just wild. It is so amazing. So she becomes famous for talking about how to blow a guy. And she rides that into a podcast, she took her 15 minutes of fame and she's turned it into 6 months so far. So good for her. God bless her. But she starts her podcast, and then she starts a meme coin and just rug pulls everybody on it. So this is one of the craziest things I've seen. This is absolutely nuts, and people are going nuts on her for this, and no pun intended there. But this is, she's out there saying, Hawkonomics, team hasn't sold one token. We tried to stop snipers best we could. Fees have now been dropped. She's freaking out. Other people, this is the community notes. Haley is lying. Will likely have to talk to a judge about this. I'm sorry. This story just, it makes me laugh. It's so freaking funny. It sucks that a bunch of people lost money. It spiked up to $47 and then went down to like less than a cent. So I don't know. I mean, again, just more craziness going on. And then we have this going on, that the guy that got shot yesterday, United Healthcare CEO, and now the Bed Bath & Beyond CFO, both passed away, both after insider trading and fraud accusations. I mean, if they're really coming after insider trading on the Hill and in big business, Wall Street, if justice is coming, they might be taking out people they think will talk, or are hearing will talk and spill the beans. So this is the kind of stuff you just got to pay attention to. It's usually when there's smoke, there's fire. And again, just more and more volatility here. Jack says, no way she starts a meme coin. That's hilarious. Yes, I did. That was a little slip. That was a Freudian slip there, Jack. But yeah, she started a meme coin. I think it was Tuah coin or something like that. Candy asked, if the IRS is not a government entity, can he still go after Hunter? The IRS is not a government entity. Well, they pardoned Hunter, so I don't think they can go after Hunter for anything criminal anymore. Whether or not the IRS is a government entity, it doesn't matter. But IRS is a government entity, so I don't know what you mean, Candy. Formerly Wrongway says, DWAC to DJT was your biggest win to date on that first squeeze. Down now, but all profit invested. That's awesome. You played it perfect then. Good for you. That means you're still living on profit, so good job. Okay, the last thing I want to share tonight is this got posted yesterday, and I want to share this video. You guys, I'm telling you, we are about to enter into significant changes, and that's going to be good for the market. It's going to be good for our stocks, our money, everything. We're going to start seeing so much crazy stuff. But I want you guys to listen to this. This is Stephen Miller talking about the first 100 days that Trump has planned. And this will be all on the executive side. I already told you guys about the Senate and the bills they're getting ready to pass, which is the defense bill and the tax bill. They're already gearing up for that to pass them without Democrats. But this is Trump stuff, and I want you guys to listen to this because this is exciting.
Well, let me paint a picture for you, Sean, of those first 100 days. Rapid, total, complete deregulation of American energy exploration. You're going to see an American energy boom starting right away. You're going to see all the regulations that are strangling job growth in this country and driving up prices, driving up housing costs go away. You're going to see the border sealed shut. The criminal aliens are going to be shipped home, and foreign countries around the world are going to accept the gang members and the cartel members that are poisoning our families and murdering American children. You are going to see peace begin to restore to the world as the president works to bring back harmony in the Middle East, harmony in Europe. You're going to see him work with Congress to pass another round of historic tax relief. And you're going to see a government that is accountable to the people again. The swamp will be drained on day one. Incompetent and disloyal people that are hurting this nation are going to be replaced with those who care only for the American people, the American worker, and the American future. That's what's going to happen. It will be a new golden age, Sean.
I mean, I don't know about you. That gets me excited. All of that, by the way, if we're just talking about market, is extremely bullish. It's all very bullish stuff, very exciting stuff. Deregulate. The stock market is going to go crazy on that if it's not already in a crash of any sort. But the other part, though, is that it's going to introduce more volatility because quick changes are what the market does not like as far as their control. People like it as far as investment. They don't like it as far as control. The hedge funds don't like quick, unexpected changes. So this is getting out there. They're going to start planning for some of this stuff. But at the same time, if he's sweeping all this, okay, I expect to see probably 40 to 60 executive orders in the first week. I would not be surprised if some of that has to do with Wall Street. So the point is that sweeping change is coming, and it's going to come fast. So buckle up, get ready, as I'm telling you guys, we've all been waiting for a lot, right? We've all been waiting for justice. We've all been waiting for profits. We've all been waiting to win big. It's been a long fight. Ever since, I mean, in the market, you can go back to basically 2020, 2021, when retail really jumped in and the meme stock craze started. That's going back to that is when retail really got invested and just is looking for wins. Okay. And if you weren't in GameStop and sold when it blew up, or caught again, or happen to catch another squeeze, like maybe the first time when DWAC squeezed before it was DJT. Squeezes have happened, but there's still been a feeling that the big one hasn't happened. The one that breaks these people hasn't happened yet. And they've been kicking the can down the road further and further. The economy's getting worse. The market's getting worse. They've been digging a deeper and deeper hole, and it's going to be time to pay the piper at some point. Politically, people didn't think this could happen what just happened, okay? So many people thought either A, Trump wasn't going to win the primary and it was going to be a swamp creature Republican, get back in, things are going to go back to normal. We lost. That didn't happen. Then it was, oh, they're going to steal the election again, or if he gets in, he'll squeak by, he'll barely get in, they're going to steal the House or the Senate, blah, 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 blah. It was nonstop. They're going to unleash World War III, they're going to unleash a pandemic, blah, blah, blah. It was just nonstop, and none of it happened. And instead, we got a bigger win than most people expected. Things are trending in the right direction. We're finally winning, guys. And it's been a long, hard 4 years. In fact, it's been a long, hard 5 years, really. 4.5 at least. Since the beginning of COVID, things have just kind of felt like, for most people, just sucky. We can barely get ahead. We can't win. We lost, and I think like that black-pilled a lot of people, or still a lot of hope. And it's time to say, okay, we're actually got winning momentum again. What is going to keep happening going forward? How do I position myself to win more? How do I fight to help push things over? How do I be a part of all this? How do I plan to take advantage if it does start careening in the right direction and we start making serious profits? If these stocks we believed in and for so long, listen, I get it. At this point, it feels like to a lot of people, AMC would never I still don't believe AMC will happen. GameStop, a lot of people are holding that, and deep down they're like, I don't believe it'll actually go, but at least I can get a win of some sort. DJT, Finger, you name it. It doesn't feel real. We're at that point, but the fact is we didn't stop fighting. With Trump, we didn't stop fighting, even when it didn't feel real, even when it felt insurmountable how awful they were being and all the terrible things that were going on felt insurmountable. And then guess what? Our fight paid off. I think that's going to happen in the stock market as well. I think it's going to happen in these stocks as well. Retail's fighting. We're in these stocks. We're ready to go. We haven't given up. We're still holding. We're still learning along the way, hopefully getting better along the way. That's on you if you haven't. You've had plenty of time. But the point is you just keep going. You keep going and you keep fighting. And then good things do happen when you don't quit and you just keep getting better. And I think we're there, guys. I think we're right about that. I think the tipping point was Trump winning. And now it's going to be writing it down and getting as many wins as we can along the way. That's where I think we're at. And so the question is not anymore, in my opinion, the question is no longer do we win? The question is when do we win and by how much? That's where I'm at. And maybe I'll be wrong, but I don't think I will be. I think we're finally starting to see things trend in the direction we've been believing. And just like all the people who said we're crazy to keep supporting Trump, he can't win, he's a loser, they're gonna just like everybody just shouting this stuff at us for years, and we held on because why? We knew we had a winner. We knew we had a winner, and we knew it was worth sticking with. And the same thing with these stocks. We know we got winners. We've done our DD. We know these stocks. We know why we're holding on to them. We know the enemy we're up against cannot keep this up forever. We know these things. And so now it's where conviction comes in and we ride it forward. And I'm really excited for where we're going. Vinman asks, if Trump investigates the last election, it turns out we were right. The courts declare a fraud was perpetrated upon us in the courts. The election is reversed. Do pardons still hold water? That's a great question, Vin. I would say that if they investigate the previous 2020 election and they overturn it legally, I would say that the odds are that obviously they can't give Trump more time because the Constitution limits him to maximum of 10 years and 2 terms. But what they could do is negate all the executive orders by Biden. So everything he signed, which would include pardons. And they could undo legislation he signed. So that would be one way justice could come back if that happened. Andy says, is it weird you're not excited at all? Feel like nothing will change? Like nothing. I understand it. That's what I'm talking about. There's that feeling, the deadness inside. But I just got to believe it. That's not how it's going to be. Lou, will DFV drop a hot deuce on the shorts? I mean, I hope so. I don't know. He's obviously trying to do something. Is the IRS like FINRA, not really a government agent? I don't think so. I think the IRS is government. I do. I don't think it's FINRA or even the post office. I think the IRS is directly under a government. Yeah. The one says we're about to get paid big time. Amen. Morrow to the moon. Todd, Hopi Indian prophecy, man in the red hat might be here. Is that real or are you just being funny? I like it though. What's up, Joe? Gerald, have a small position, Finger and DJT. If one of them run, you want large positions, DJYL. I love it. Yeah, I think ZJYL, if others pop, it could be one of the next ones. Like and share. Thank you, Albert. Yeah, please like and share, guys. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. I do this 4 or 5 nights a week. So try to cover all the day's news, whether it's markets, whether it's politics. I just try to go through everything most relevant. Gerald, you start with 69 shares of Finger and Knowledge. Ham's given me. You're up to 1,951 shares. Holy smokes, dude. That's awesome. What's up, Born Free? Todd, true white brother will turn to earth wearing a red cap, a cloak, and be all powerful. What the hell? Where do you come up with this stuff? That's hilarious. You know what's great, though? Now that the woke mind virus has been defeated, we can actually kind of maybe say some of these jokes again. That's fun. That's one of the good things of Trump winning. Culture. We won culture. And we're going to continue to win culture. And that means we can be funny again. Did you hear that?
Let me paint a picture for you, Sean, of those first.
The Redskins might bring back their old name instead of the Commanders. Just, nonstop winning. I love it. Anyways, on that note, guys, I'm going to head off. Let's please, before I leave, like, share, subscribe. If you like the video, if you learned anything, I appreciate it. Let's help support the channel. If you want more, Members Live will be this weekend. If you want to join in on that or get in the Discord group, just hit that join button. It's only $3 a month. That's all I ask. $3 to get extra content in the Discord. So I appreciate you guys. And you like when I'm on this time, Dustin? Listen, if I could be on earlier every day, I would. And if I could stream longer every day, I would. It's just very difficult with my schedule. So, but you know what? If God ever blesses me where I could do this full time, you'll get me earlier and you'll get a lot more and I'll do a much better job. But right now you guys get you guys come after my family, after my job. So this is a third on my priority list. Unfortunately, I can't always choose that. So what about judges, Vince? We'll get a lot of judges. That's for sure. VA hospital in Nashville, employees were caught doing orgy on duty. Ew. Are you serious? That's so gross. Vince, would the judges go away once they prove the fraud? I don't know if the judges would. That's a good question. I think the Supreme Court or whoever would have to make a decision on what would get wiped out. So anyways, all right, let's pray and call it a night. So Heavenly Father, thank you for today. God bless this community. God bless all these people here. Thank you so much for their time and investment and support for this channel and all they do for me. I pray your blessing over them. Pray that, God, we get some wins in these stocks, that God, you would like in the book of Joel, Lord, it says you'll replace all that the locusts have eaten. The locusts have eaten a lot of people's money, God, because of fraud. And so I just pray that justice is returned and they get way more than was stolen from them when all is said and done. I pray protection and health over President Trump and his team, that they get in no problem. Pray for peace in our world, and just that everything wicked, God, would just be halted as much as possible until he gets in. And when he comes in, I pray that we see uncovering of corruption and justice in our nation like we've never seen before, including in the markets. And we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, I love you guys. Bless you. Thank you, Todd, for the donation. That means a lot, man. Thank you. You're very welcome. I greatly appreciate it. Ficus says if they bring back the Redskins name, I heard the mascot will be a potato. Red potatoes. I love it. That's hilarious. So, all right. Yeah, Hobbs, you have to go back and watch. Heidi, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Yeah, we'll have to catch you guys later. But yeah, please like, share, subscribe. Join if you want. Greatly appreciate the support, guys. And I'll see you all soon. You know what? I just remembered something. My wife is taking off. She'll be gone Saturday, Sunday, and Monday because she's going to a wedding in Texas. So I might be on more. You guys might get some extra of me this weekend. Maybe we'll have some fun. Maybe we'll do a late night kind of party live. Those are fun ones. Those are fun. So I don't know. We'll see. All right.